event time, just like Sean Pye said. We are ready, folks. And here comes who could quite possibly be the very next Eastern Townships Wrestling Association champion, Mullet Man, coming on down. Peter DeLonge on the call here for the main event for ETWA Heatwave, part of Derby Line Community Day at Baxter Park in Derby Line, Vermont. Thank you so much for joining us here and watching on YouTube. It has been an absolute pleasure thus far. And we're going to see if we can end it with a cherry on top, if you will. Have a banger of a main event, as the kids say these days. The kids still say banger, right? This entrance theme is all pop. That's probably long gone as well. Yeah, what do you want? I'm in my 40s. What do I know? What Mullet Man knows is that he is in line to get that title, perhaps. Oh, hold on a second.
Yeah, you can wait. You can wait a second. I've got something to say. Pro wrestling in this community goes way back. Goes back to the days of border wrestlers such as the Vachons, Mad Dog and the Butcher. I'm sure you know who I'm talking about, Vic. There's other great names that wrestled in this border community, such as the Duke brothers. But about 20 years ago, maybe more, I don't know, I'm not a historian, but Donnie Myers decided to break away from disrespected territory for you guys to enjoy pro wrestling in this community. And tonight, I hope I can go down with such names such as the Vachon brothers, the LeDuc brothers, and the Myers family. Tonight, I'm taking the gold home. Get him out here!
And Mullet Man is ready for the challenge. Let's see if he's up for it. He's going to be taking on the completely legitimate businessman, Sonny Defarge. A bit unnerving this man is. Especially ever since getting that title. Hold on a second, Preston Douglas is with him. Preston Douglas flanking the champion here. Having some words with the children. Regardless, Sonny Defarge, likes to call himself a legitimate businessman. The only thing legitimate about this guy is how legitimately nervous you should be if he stretches that hand out to you and offers his hand for whatever reason. There's always ulterior motives with this guy. He's always 6 or 7 chess moves ahead of you. He's ready to stab you in the back with half a dozen different kinds of knives. Defarge, a very, very dangerous man in and out of that ring, both physically and mentally. This guy has the tools to take you out in so many different ways. And now that he has that title, he claims to...
I know I said this was the main event, but it's not the main event. We have one more match after this. Don't go anywhere after this. Don't go. I know you can leave after this, but they should stay and check out the Battle Royal that's happening after this. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this matchup is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the ETWA Heavyweight Championship. First up, from high atop Mullet Mountain, he is Mullet Man!
Straightforward, no frills, just
and his
big beefy dude looking to get that title.
Your ETWA Heavyweight Champion, Sonny Defarge!
Guy that makes me very nervous anytime he's in the same room as me.
Brody Jackson.
In the same area. And we will see if he's able to keep that title around his waist today. Mullet Man looking to take it to him. The crowd, as they have all day, having something very specific to say. Sonny Defarge, of course, getting that ETWA Heavyweight Championship in the Green Mountain Classics in the finals as he defeated Anthony Green for the vacant title. Ever since promising to make ETWA a legitimate business. Oh, here we go. Mullet Man not wasting any time. The bell has rung and he is taking it directly to the champion here. Fists a-flying. Big ol' Luthez just raining them down onto the cranium of the ETWA Heavyweight Champion. And this could be a knockout here, folks. Referee was getting in there. Maybe he saw some closed up fists. Doing the right thing, separating the two men. Big old clothesline takes Defarge directly out of the ring. See Preston Douglas on the outside there. Yelling at the kids, telling them to keep their distance. But Mullet Man taking chase, not allowing a moment of respite for the champion here. Head first into the ring post. And shot after shot to the chin of the champion. Knee to the midsection. Oh, wait a minute. Now just fists right to the bridge of the nose. Turning away from the referee so that he can't see it. I mean, the crowd likes Mullet Man. He's bending the rules just to get a little bit of extra punishment in on the champion. Perhaps the ref wouldn't care anyway. Defarge really has no friends. He has the occasional business associate, and even that's questionable. Defarge back into the ring now. Mullet Man raising his arms a bit prematurely. He's still got a ways to go. He may be solidly in charge here, but there you go. Just give Defarge a moment. Just one tiny little scrap of an opportunity, and he will take it without hesitating. And when that opportunity arose just moments ago, he pounced on it now, putting the target on the ankle of Mullet Man. Wants to be able to perhaps leave that foot of Mullet Man within the grassy knoll of Baxter Park here. Ooh. Just driving that foot, tweaking that ankle and knee. Oh, Mullet Man not worried about where his hands are going. He was grabbing for the mustache, I think. Well, listen, when you're in a lot of pain, you're willing to do whatever it takes to get out of a hold like that. Defarge is really cranking that ankle. Mullet Man's thinking about a sense of instinctual, a survival instinct, if you will. There we go, I got the words out. Oh, God, that leg just bent in an unnatural way there. See Preston Douglas there cheering on Defarge. And now using the ropes to his advantage. This is where you see how dangerous of a man Sonny Defarge is. It's not only his own body and mind that he puts into it, but he also uses his environment to his advantage. Using that bottom rope. Now keeping the punishment going on that knee. Just completely decimating the entire appendage there. Started with the ankle, worked up the shin, now it's at the knee. And continuing there in the corner. Douglas pleased on the outside. The crowd not so much. Now Mullet Man trying his best to fight out of this. Oh, hold on. Oh, terrible position to be in. Mullet Man comes crashing down, shin first. And Defarge just right back to the back of the knee there. Douglas causing, I don't know if it's a distraction. I think Mullet Man's enough distracted by the pain and anguish that he's going through from his own knee. And Defarge, relentless now, continuing the punishment. But you got to give it to Mullet Man. He is hanging in there. He's doing his best. I don't know if it's a smart thing to do. He may have to think about his longevity here in the business and whether or not he should cut his losses and keep his ankle and knee intact. But Mullet Man's the kind of guy who has more heart than smarts. And now turning him over, putting that ankle in place. Oh, wow. And this is just hard to watch now. Defarge just picking Mullet Man apart. Going for that cover and pulling that hurt leg back, grabbing the ankle and knee, making it necessary for Mullet Man to have to push out of that using the injured leg, and therefore experiencing even more pain just to kick out of it. Oh, now grabbing that arm, twisting it around his own neck, holding on to that hand. Defarge staying in control of Mullet Man now. I think he was trying to come over for a clothesline, but Mullet Man couldn't even stay on his feet. He couldn't even stay upward. Defarge thought he had him set up, but Mullet Man just collapsed. Oh, there we go. Jawjacker on the top of the head of Mullet Man. Mullet Man now mounting an offense here. Rapid fire in the corner now. Still having a hard time keeping himself upright. Oh no. Went right back to the knee and the ankle. Just can't seem to get something started here. Every time a little bit of momentum begins, Defarge just cuts it right off and goes right back on the offensive. The ETWA champion has that title around his waist for a reason. He's a dangerous man, as I mentioned earlier, and he is showing exactly why to the crowd here at Bachelor Park in Derby Line, Vermont. The folks here came here for Derby Line Community Day, and they're seeing a man be picked apart. They can't even stand. He's gonna have to think about just staying down. Just training a little more, working out a little more. Come back better the next time. Just stay down, young man. Get Douglas out of there. And I believe Defarge has it well in hand here. No, Mullet Man finding it within himself to get back up there. We talked about how he has more heart than smarts. This could be an example of that. Because Defarge is going to go right back on him. Mullet Man can't even defend himself. If Mullet Man's not going to think about saving himself, and the referee may have to step in at some point. Defarge can't even send him off the ropes. He can't even walk, let alone run the ropes. Here he comes, opposite corner, rising uppercut. Finds the mark. Mullet Man is he's barely up on his own. Rising knee strike. Oh, hold on a second. Oh! Folds him up, match book! Defarge kicks out. But that was close, folks. That could have been it. Mullet Man now. The adrenaline pumping through those veins. Grabbing Defarge, sending him to the other corner. Taking him on a tour of the ring. That's three. Do we got a fourth? All the way across. It's the home plate. And a few extras for good measure. And face first over and over again in that top turnbuckle. Defarge, the eyes rolling into the back of the head. Big old scoop slam by Mullet Man. Starting to get some feeling back in that knee and that ankle. Powering through. Oh, I don't know if this is smart. Mullet Man, after all that punishment, now choosing to ascend the ropes. He's up there. Gotta give it to him. Here we go. Splash, and not enough. Couldn't keep the shoulders down. I think he took a little too much time getting up there. If that knee and ankle were a little healthier, he probably would have been able to spring up much quicker. Defarge up to a standing base. Mullet Man sends him off the ropes. Oh, gets a big boot. Defarge laid out in the middle of the ring. Misses with the leg drop. Defarge grabs that leg. And has him tied up. Cinches it in. Nowhere for Mullet Man to go. Oh, look at the torque he's got on that maneuver. Defarge pulling him back. Oh, steps over. Now applies the crossface. Nowhere for Mullet Man to go. He's got every ounce of Defarge on his back. He's got to carry himself and another man to that rope if he wants to be able to get out of this. Defarge pulling back as hard as he can. Mullet Man fighting as hard as he can. Oh, no. Pulling back one of those arms. Losing half of his ability to crawl across. Oh! Just barely able to get far enough across the ring to get to the rope. Defarge must relinquish the submission maneuver, and you can see he's not happy about it. I think he believed he had him there. Either that or he has nothing left. He has nowhere else to go. That's what he had. That was the culmination of his plan, and it didn't work. Perhaps Mullet Man will be able to stand the test of time. Will be able to power through and find himself on the other side of this storm. Weathered, but still a champion. Defarge continues, but wait a minute. Mullet Man, a surge of energy, drops those elbows. Another big boot right to the chin of Defarge. Preston Douglas on the outside, cheering Defarge on, trying to snap him back to reality. Mullet Man up to the middle rope. Leg drop from the middle rope. Could this be it? Do we have a new champion? Oh, come on. Preston Douglas gets the foot of a lifeless Sonny Defarge and puts it on the ropes for him. I guess referee didn't see the help that he just got. Not a 3 count. Mullet Man had him dead to rights. Hold on a second. Defarge now back up. Goes for the leg once again. Oh, hold on. Oh! Sends him down, crashing hard to the canvas, goes for the cover, and oh! Mullet Man gets the shoulder up. He's still in this, folks. Defarge having to pull out all the tricks from his bag. Oh, wait a minute! Arguing with the ref into a pretty predicament. Still not enough. Mullet Man up. Defarge meets him in the middle. Oh, short arm spear. Goes for the cover. Mullet Man up top. And Defarge gets the shoulder up again. And this is a perfect example of how you just cannot count Mullet Man out every time you think that he's had it. Every time you think he's at the end of his rope, he pulls something out. And he shows he's not done yet. Now, wait a minute. He needs to not use this chair. He doesn't want to lose this match this way. Disqualification means he's done. He has no shot at the title. If he uses this chair, it's over, folks. Don't do it, Mullet Man. You're so close. Now get to it. You're wasting time. Here we go. Mullet Man sends Defarge to the ropes. Another big boot. Going up to the middle rope. Once again. Oh no! Defarge struck that injured leg on the way down. Oh! Slingshot clothesline, goes for the cover. And that's it. Defarge finds a way. But what a fight by Mullet Man. What an incredible showing by this young man. Derby Line Community Day almost saw a new ETWA champion crowned. Now what's Preston Douglas doing in there with the chair? Doctor over there checking. Checking out Mullet Man. Trying to get a word. Defarge demanding his title. Demanding that he get his title belt. The championship that he won at the Green Mountain Classic. And now successfully defended here at Heatwave. Standing tall, Defarge with Preston Douglas in his corner. Uh-oh. Mullet Man defeated. And Defarge, of course, getting one last little gesture in, further humiliating him. Oh, come on! It wasn't enough that you beat him. Now you gotta continue the beating. Along with Douglas getting a cheap shot in. Preston Douglas hitching his train car to the locomotive that is Sonny Defarge here at ETWA. And somebody's got to get out of there. Mullet Man just went through an incredible matchup. He is out of gas. That gas tank is empty. He's got nothing left. And they're just picking the bones. It's like two vultures out there picking the bones. Oh, wait a second. Jobs is out here now. Jobs has seen enough. Jobs is telling him not to do it. Defarge is demanding that he backs up. Is Jobs going to get in there? Or is he going to listen to Defarge? No, don't do it. They've got his leg wrapped up in that chair. This could put him out of commission for an indefinite amount of time. No! Jobs runs in there, runs him off, but the damage is done. You can hear the screaming and wailing of Mullet Man. Defarge and Preston Douglas.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Those kids are about to tear him apart. Besides that, Mullet Man's leg is torn apart after that attack. That vicious beating. Jobs in there checking on him. They're taking off his boot, it looks like. Check on his leg. His ankle likely shattered to pieces after that. Defarge didn't have to do it. He won the match. He retained his title. He could have just walked away, but he had to make a statement. And Mullet Man, unfortunately, was the subject of said statement. Defarge leaving a very specific memory in everyone's head here. Leaving a bad taste in the mouth of those here at Dexter Park.
Who wants a mic? Hi.
With those here at Baxter Park, this is just unnecessary. Get him out of here. We don't need to hear anything else.
You're gonna like this news, I'm sorry. It's your show. You're gonna like it. In 1 month, September the 10th, any ETWA original that wants to come for this, have at it. Open challenge to any ETWA original. Earn it. Claim it. Whatever you want. September the 10th, I'll be here. And I'll see you.
Well, the gauntlet has been laid down. The challenge has been made. Defarge.
Ladies and gentlemen, September 10th, Newport, Vermont, Municipal Building. Get your tickets. But, you guys want more? You want more? You guys want more? How about a battle royal? One more match.
Yeah, let's get this bad taste out of our mouths.
All right, let's do this.
Regardless, the challenge has been made. Any ETWA original who wants to come for that title, the spot is open, folks. Who's going to answer the challenge? Next month, September 10th.
Well, Sean, I think we should do this somewhat properly. We're going to stand here in front of the